Arsenal fans, finally!
The Premier League transfer window has produced many dramatic moments over the years, but few have sent shockwaves quite like Marc Guéhi's £35 million move to Arsenal. What initially appeared to be a straightforward transfer to Manchester City has turned into one of the most talked about hijacks of the season, leaving Pep Guardiola's side stunned and Arsenal supporters celebrating a defining statement of intent. For weeks, Manchester City were widely regarded as the front-runners for Guéhi's signature. With injuries disrupting their defensive rhythm and the season reaching a crucial stage, City's need for reinforcements was obvious. Guéhi, the Crystal Palace captain and one of the most consistent defenders in the Premier League, seemed the perfect solution. Calm on the ball, positionally intelligent, and already a leader at the age of 25, he checked every box for Guardiola's system. Yet football, especially at the elite level, is rarely predictable. While City were assessing internal options and planning their next move, Arsenal acted with urgency and clarity. Mikel Arteta, determined not to let a golden opportunity slip away, identified Guéhi as a cornerstone signing not just for the present, but for the future of the club. What followed was a masterclass in decisive recruitment. Arsenal moved swiftly behind the scenes, opening formal negotiations with Crystal Palace and making it clear they were prepared to meet the club's valuation. The £35 million offer reflected both Guéhi's quality and his importance to Palace, and once it was tabled, momentum shifted rapidly. Personal terms were agreed without delay, medicals were scheduled, and before Manchester City could respond, the deal was effectively done. The reaction from Manchester City was one of disbelief. For a club accustomed to dominating the transfer market, missing out on a priority target, especially to a direct rival, was a bitter pill to swallow. Supporters voiced their frustration online, questioning how City allowed Arsenal to move faster and smarter. Some described the situation as a rare lapse in execution, while others pointed to the fine margins that separate success and failure in modern football. From a competitive standpoint, the pain runs deeper. Arsenal have not only strengthened their own squad, but have done so at the expense of Manchester City's plans. In an era where the Premier League title race is often decided by small details, a late goal, a key injury, a crucial signing, losing out on Guéhi could prove significant. For Arsenal, however, the mood could not be more different. Guéhi's arrival has been greeted with widespread excitement and optimism. Fans see him as a player entering his prime, capable of immediately improving the squad while also offering long-term value. His Premier League experience means he can adapt instantly, and his leadership qualities bring a new dimension to Arsenal's defensive unit. More importantly, the signing symbolizes Arsenal's evolution. Once viewed as a club rebuilding patiently and cautiously, Arsenal are now operating with confidence and authority. Beating Manchester City to a player of Guéhi's caliber sends a powerful message across English football. Arsenal are no longer content with closing the gap, they intend to compete head-to-head with the very best. Mikel Arteta's influence on the deal cannot be overstated. The Arsenal manager has steadily built a reputation as a coach who not only develops talent, but inspires belief. His vision for the club, combined with a clear tactical plan, has become a major draw for players. Sources close to the negotiations suggest that Guéhi was impressed by the role Arteta outlined for him, as well as the club's ambition domestically and in Europe. At Crystal Palace, Guéhi's departure marks the end of an important chapter. As captain, he was the heartbeat of the team, organizing the defense, leading by example, and providing stability in difficult moments. While the £35 million fee offers financial flexibility and the chance to reinvest, replacing Guéhi's presence will be no easy task. His influence extended beyond performances. he was a leader in the dressing room and a symbol of Palace's resilience. For Guéhi himself, the move represents a defining moment in his career. Joining Arsenal offers him the opportunity to compete for major trophies, test himself at the highest level, and play under a manager who clearly believes in his abilities. At this stage of his development, the move feels both ambitious and logical, a step that aligns with his growth as a player and a leader. From Manchester City's perspective, the consequences are immediate. Missing out on Guéhi forces Guardiola back into the market, where alternatives may be limited, more expensive, or less suited to the club's system. In a season where squad depth is crucial and fixture congestion relentless, the failure to secure a primary target could have ripple effects across competitions. This transfer saga also highlights a broader truth about modern football: money alone is no longer enough. Speed, conviction, and a clear sporting vision now play a decisive role. Arsenal demonstrated all three, while City hesitated, and the outcome speaks for itself. As the Premier League season intensifies, Guéhi's move to Arsenal may come to be viewed as a turning point. Whether it directly influences the title race remains to be seen, but its symbolic impact is undeniable. One club seized the moment, the other missed it. Marc Guéhi pulling on the red and white of Arsenal is more than just another signing. It is a statement of intent, a warning to rivals, and a reminder that the balance of power in English football is constantly shifting. For Arsenal fans, it is a moment of pride and belief. For Manchester City, it is a moment of reflection and regret. And for the Premier League, it is yet another chapter in a rivalry that continues to define an era.